Term. It'll be Lowther up against Jamie Weiss. Umpire throws the ball in the air, and Weiss easily gets it down, but Stolk roves, goes to the outside of the right boot towards half forward, getting back there. No mark taken by Elzinger. Coming around the pack was Hood, got the kick around the corner towards full forward. Forbes stands his ground, takes the mark. That's just the start Thomson wanted. And he's taken the mark 30 metres out, slight angle, and if they ever need Marcus Forbes to have his kicking boot on, it is right now.
Well, they're just going back to Stolk there to say that well done getting the ball out of centre there. So they've actually obviously doing this to get the good players where the ball's going to be.
So Forbes comes in. He's kicked 2 goals. He's still kicked 2 goals.
That's a shocking kick, Forbesy.
He's missed it. He'll be meeting Laurie at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, I suspect. 5-12-42. Thomson. They trail North Geelong 8-11-59. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter score. What a minute played.
Laurie, that was a behind when they couldn't afford a behind.
No, he's in the right spot, Eric, and a little bit of conviction there. It should have been a goal.
So Harrington kicked the ball to himself and played on. Gee, luck to fortune because he miskicked the footy. It's landed at centre half back and reaching down very low to the ground was Chris Fryers to take the mark. So Fryers of North Geelong, he chips it low. Well, who was that? Lawson didn't bend down, tried to kick it off the ground. Ball's now at centre wing and in the possession of, it looks like Bowman out there on centre wing for North Geelong. Kicks it long to half forward. Smith and Roberts off their hands. The ball is over the boundary line, out of bounds at the 50-metre arc. Half forward flank for North Geelong. Kicking in this final quarter to the eastern end here at Godfrey Street.
Well, Paul Smith probably did a good job then, Eric. He wasn't going to mark that football. At least he got it out of bounds. So
he got a contest,
He got a contest out of it.
That's really all you can ask for a forward if you're not
well, it keeps it in their forward zone, doesn't it?
Exactly. As Coley is currently off the ground doing some stretching not far from our broadcast position as the ball comes in now once again. Well, a bit of a contest there between the ruckman. Ball come to ground or Ferguson. If he gets it, he's away here. He's got the ball. Handball out to Simon Flack on the left foot. Has a pot shot. He's just missed to the left. Gee, Golden up 4 behinds to Simon Flack I've got. So North Geelong 8-12-60. They lead Thomson 5-12-42. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 2.5 minutes gone.
So Sabatley Armstrong with the footy at full back. Should land this in the centre. Yes, Eric. Eric's just pointed to the centre circle.
Troy Feldman standing in it.
Well, he goes as long as he can towards Harriet. And there's numbers there. There is Harriet. He can't take the mark, but his second effort was pretty good. He turned around on the right foot at half back and puts it out in front of Stolk, who can run onto it if it sits. It doesn't, though. And it's tapped backwards towards Weiss. The big man wrapped up by Stolk. The David and Goliath effort there.
Great tackle.
Great work by Jason Stolk.
It's a good tackle.
And put Weiss to the ground, and it will be a ball up at centre half forward for Thomson. So Anderton coming down to do the ruck work from centre half forward against Weiss. Weiss kicks it out of mid-air, if you don't mind. Goes towards the middle. McLeod does well. Picks it up. Now goes wide looking for Feldman. It's okay. Takes the mark at half forward. Lead on from Forbes. He goes in that direction now. Puts it up for the big man. He goes up and takes the mark. And this time he's got to kick the goal. He kicked 2 goals, 3 this afternoon. He's directly in front, 40 metres out. If he doesn't kick this, I'm booking him in, Laurie.
He's a left footer though, mate. I don't know whether I can handle him.
You'll have to. So Marcus Forbes. He's doing all the hard work, taking the contested marks. He wants to finish it off. He comes in now directly in front. Left foot kick. That's not made the distance. And through for 1 behind. Just trying to ease it through then, rather than kick the footy, I think. 5-13-43 Thomson. They trail North Geelong 8-12-60. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 4 minutes played. Oh,
you're joking.
Harrington has kicked it in to Marcus Forbes, who's turned around and kicked the goal. So Kane Harrington will want to have that kick back, but he can't have it because he's kicked it. Did he miss it?
Well, according to the goal umpire.
How could you miss from there?
So 1 behind.
The players are all stunned because it appeared to go straight through the middle of the goals.
2 goals, 5 I've got him down for now.
I think you're right.
And they go to 5-14-44 Thomson. They trail North Geelong 8-12-60. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Well, it was just almost an incredible blunder, Laurie, wasn't it? Fullback went for a short kick, I don't know who to, and Forbes, he's only 25 metres from the goal square.
Well, it's 2 blunders. Fullback blunder kick to the full forward, and the full forward missed a goal.
So Harrington once again doesn't make the same mistake this time, goes wide. Outside 50, picked up by Lowther, fends off Rowe. and gets a kick into the forward area. It comes to ground. Players now don't want to kick it. Picked up by Timmy Gardner. He's got Anderton on his own in the goal square. Brett Anderton lets it roll through, and Timmy Gardner's kicked his second goal for the day. So Thomson on the way back. 6 goals, 14.50. They trail North Geelong 8-12-60. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone.
Well, they've got all the good players around the footy, and all of a sudden all the good players are touching the footy. It was Harriet, there was Feldman touched it, Louther got it, touched it, the other guy from Stolt touched it, so that's important. And they look threatening, don't they? Forbes, he probably should have put them away.
He's had the chance.
So 10 points of difference. Back to the middle. We've been playing 6 minutes final term. Lowther up against Weiss in the middle. Ruck contest. Weiss goes up easily and gets it down to Scown. Comes off the half-forward flank, Longstaff. Harriet comes to him. Kick around the corner's okay. Falls to Bowman. His handball inboard to Scown. Followed it up 30 metres out and closing. Quick reply for North Geelong's to run a long way. He's kicked the goal though.
He has.
Good play, Brad Scown. His first quick reply for the Magpies. 9-12-66. They lead Thomson 6-14-50. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
That's the sort of thing, Laurie, that would take the bit of steam out of a charge from Thomson, wouldn't it? To get a goal like that, it was just a brilliant solo effort.
Well, it was great work from the centre, Eric, and the clearance fell down there. Nice bit of skill to make sure that he kicked that ball and through the goals. And yeah, against the tide, that's a very good goal. I think our cameraman.
Our cameraman upstairs has had a couple of afternoon lagers. There's a lot of grass being shown on our monitor here.
The crowd's coming to life as well.
So the ball in the air, there's an umpire's
Thomson
whistle.
might be in this time.
So, no, the free kick is going to Thomson, and Lowther has taken the free kick. Told to go back behind the centre circle. Handball's wide now to Stock, the Lara connection. Stock goes long to half forward. It's all North Geelong out there, but the lead was obviously coming for them.
Panther it was.
Panther's on the ground again. He's been on and off, hasn't he? I couldn't pick him up. All I could see was a host of North Geelong players, and the ball's gone there. So it's out of bounds. Half forward flank now for Thomson. Kicking to the western end in this final quarter. The ball comes in. The wind gets hold of the throw-in. Anderton tries to get it back into the centre of the ground. All Thomson there. Picked up there by Hood. But the free kick has gone to Cranage. Manhandled according to the umpire, and was off the ball. So now Cranage for North Geelong. About to kick the ball forward. Long kick. Flack, 2-on-1. Ball eludes all players. Flack with his speed. Comes back to the footy. Kicks it off the ground. He's
bad luck.
Almost got it up and he was away if he had it. But unfortunately the ball just beats him over the boundary line. Gee, he's got some speed, hasn't he? There's quite a few quick players. North Geelong, I think, might have some of the quickest in the competition by the look of today. But the ball now, out of bounds between wing and half forward for North Geelong. Comes in. Big pack of players there. Over the back. Comes to O'Connor. McLeod went without it. Ferguson picks it up. Back to Scown by hand. Nice little chip pass. Coming in with Stock to intercept. But finally gets the footy up. He's tackled. Gets a kick. It's over the head there of Weiss. But the ball, it's a good bounce for him. Unfortunately, it eludes all players over the boundary line. This time slightly forward of the centre wing for the Thomson side. And so I think there's a few tired players out there, Laurie, now. The day's taking its toll of a few of them.
Yeah, I think it's second game into the year, Eric, and when it's windy like this, it does take the toll out of you.
From the throw-in, Timmy Gardner goes high. The umpire's put a whistle on play. It's going to Weiss. Interfered with by somebody in there. It comes across the ground now. The lead was from Rowe. Gee, the wind held it up, but Rowe good enough to take the mark. Plays on quickly, chips it to the lead there of a teammate, Greg, on centre wing, and Greg on the ground there, kicks it further forward for North Geelong, only as far there as Lowther.
So Lowther at half back with the turned over ball. There's not much to kick to though, in front of him. He goes long, looking for Anderton on a long lead. The big man has to come at it, punched away, push in the back.
Good umpiring.
Will get a free kick. Brett Fisher and he's in the back there. Nankervis was away, but it has to come back. No advantage paid. So Brett Anderton on centre wing. So the big man now gets a couple of leads. He goes long as he can towards Forbes and Panther. Forbes goes up. Oh, great mark, Jamie Weiss. Fantastic in the pack, takes the mark, gives it away quickly to Harrington. Goes long towards the outer side, centre wing position. Zitko makes room for himself, takes the mark. Handball over the top, draws the play. Greed, have to be careful. Harriet comes in. Handball was a turnover towards Armstrong, has to get around a couple on hands and knees. Can handball it back inboard to O'Connor and also Riley. Riley handballs it to Lawson, running past through the middle now. Great smother. Came back though to O'Connor. He goes with a right foot kick towards centre half forward. Comes through the middle. Lowther. Can he finish it off with a goal? Right foot kick through the middle. Shane Lowther has put it through for his first of the afternoon, and the 7th for Thomson. They go to 7-14-56. They close the gap again to 10 points. North Geelong 9-12-66. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes played.
Some interesting three-quarter time scores from GDFL. Corio 2013, Inverleigh 8-10. Geelong West 5-3, East Geelong 10-9. Anarchy 3-5, Belpost Hill 17-9. Winchelsea 13 goals 6 lead. Belmont Lions 10 goals 8 at three-quarter time. Bannockburn 4-8 trail Werribee Central's 11 goals 10.
Told you we should have gone to Winchelsea. You too. You outvoted me the last time we were here.
Gave the C's anyhow.
There's not too much wrong with this game because we're
we've got a good gun here.
11 and a half minutes into the final quarter, and just at the moment North Geelong holds sway. The ball goes up, the umpire goes down. Picked up there by Riley. Handball clear. It's gone to Harriet. Harriet across the ground. Oh, O'Connor makes good ground. It's a handball quickly to Armstrong. Armstrong on the left foot. Goes down the flank. It's got past Fisher and Lowther. Lowther handball over the top to Hood. Oh, put Hood under all sorts of pressure there. And the kick off the ground has the ball out of the danger area for North Geelong. But, well, players come pretty hard at the footy there. Bowman can't pick it up. Picked up by Stock. Eludes a tackle. Gets back on the right foot. Kicks it towards centre half forward.
Oh, man!
I need to paint the picture because Shane Lowther and Brett Fisher were in line to take the mark. Troy Feldman went early, and the other fellas went up and took him up with them. A brilliant mark from behind to Troy Feldman. He's 30 metres out, almost no angle to speak of. An opportunity to bring Thomson right back into this game. So Troy Feldman, deep breath, and lines up now to have his shot for goal.
Deserves a goal, Eric.
The mark would, certainly. So Troy Feldman, all concentration at the moment, comes in. Right footer has threaded it right through the middle. He certainly doesn't from that position. And Troy Feldman has kicked his second for the day and the 8th for the Thomson side. 8 goals, 14-62. They trail North Geelong 9-12-66. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we've just ticked past 13 minutes.
Told you we picked the right game.
Well, there's no doubt about the cream comes to the top, doesn't it? I mean,
he just earned his money for the day then, didn't
he? If you look at the Thomson this quarter, all the good players are getting the footy.
Stolk's been okay, hasn't he?
He has been very good. He could have nearly kicked that goal. He's won the ball a lot this quarter.
So back to the middle, 4 points of difference. Anderton back in the ruck against Weiss. Weiss gets it down again towards Longstaff. Tried to tap it on. Harriet through the middle, wrapped up by Weiss. Falls to the ball. Feldman gives it away to Stolk. Handball over the top towards Gardner. Coming at him, Elzinger. Elzinger, though, leaves it behind. O'Connor's there, close to the boundary line. Tried to tap it on to Gardner. Runs into a steam train. Friesel gets away somehow. Handball towards Lawson. He tried to get it away as well. Rowe, though, has picked it up for North Geelong. Kick was pretty good to Scown in the end. He chips the ball. Now Scown chips it further afield towards Greg. It'll be down the field for too late there. Lawson gave away the free kick. So it'll be a free kick to Greg. Still inside the centre square. Handballs it away to Flack. Now Flack with a long right foot kick towards half forward Zitko. Who's at sit for? Smith tries to tap it on to also the side of the pack. Baxter runs. Also Zitko tries to keep it in the field of play. Can't do so. And he and the ball are over. It'll be a boundary throw in right half forward flank.
Just watch Timmy Gardner close. I think he's struggling to run. So I think that groin's really worrying him a bit at the moment.
Boundary throw in. Anderton up against Flack. Flack big thump away towards the pocket. Zitko to run onto it. Also getting across there. Good play by Dowie. He sees it over the line for Thomson, so a boundary throw-in. Only 20 metres around from the North Geelong goal. They lead 9-12-66. Thomson 8-14-62. 4 points of difference, middle stages of the final term. Boundary throw-in. Over the back of the pack, Smith takes it out of the ruck contest. Handballs to Zitko on his left. Kick high towards, Greed on a long... Greed did very nicely. Stolk was in front. He said, I got a hand to it, but Greed followed the ball up and took the mark and will shoot for goal from 30 metres out, and the breeze has definitely died since half time.
You wouldn't have given him no chance at all before half time, Jason. He seems a good player, this guy, and
he'll be kicking into a slight breeze now, still kicking into it. He's kicked 1 goal this afternoon. This to once again make the margin 10 points. Stolk standing about 30 metres out from goal. Greed's back at the 50. He comes in now. Right in front of the scoreboard, he comes in, right foot. Oh, hasn't made the distance across the face of goal. Row, Zitko in the middle. Took a great mark in the pack.
That's pretty poor defending from the Thomson side then.
Well, there's about 3 or 4 of them went for the mark, Laura. I watched them fairly closely because I wasn't calling. And being a defender, you look for a fist there. There wasn't one fist from one of those 4 Thomson players.
Yeah.
So Zitko kicked 2 goals in the third term. Chance to put his third on the board.
An important one this one as well.
He's 10 metres out. Slight angle.
But to believe half a minute before he took that mark, he was stretching out near the boundary. He hasn't played a game.
Sniffs a goal, Mario. Loves goals. Kick 2. This is for number 3. He comes in. We've got a great view. He's right in front of us here. And he comes in. And he's kicked the goal. So his third.
This will bring them to life, the Maggies.
And North Geelong 10-12-72. They lead Thomson 8-14-62. Back to 10 points of difference. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 16 and a half minutes played.
He might be the second half hero that they're looking for.
Well, it could be, Eric, yeah. Yeah, he's been in the right spot for the footy.
And as Jason said, loves kicking a goal, but he also has the ability to kick them. That wasn't an easy shot by any stretch, but did it really well.
And he's a confidence player too, once he gets the confidence up.
So the lead now stretches back to 10 points at 17 minutes into the last quarter. So anyone's game at this point in time as the umpire gets ready in the middle to put the ball in the air once again. We've got Lawson, this time gets a tap down to Stock. Umpire, well, Stock tackled high. So free kick back to the centre to Jason Stock. Handballs quickly to Harriet. Harriet now, up and under, terrible kick really.
That's a bomb.
Straight into the arms of Jamie Weiss. And if I had a criticism of Harriet today, perhaps his delivery hasn't been too sound, but he's been getting the footy. As the ball comes back to centre wing for Thomson. Oh, does well, Riley. Chips the ball back into the middle.
Oh, you've got to go. He did.
Michael Rowe takes the mark and plays on quickly. Fell into the arms there of Flack at centre-half forward. Well tackled, gets the handball clear. Riley comes back on the footy. Picked up by O'Connor. Handball to McLeod. McLeod now gets the ball to boot. Lowther at centre-half back with Fisher. Fisher wins on that occasion with the mark taken by Lawson. Lawson now hooks it around the body. Long kick to the forward pocket. At the back, Forbes can't take the mark. Falls to ground. Nice handball over the top to Brett Anderton. Handball back looking for and finding Nankervis. Nankervis from 45 is going to land almost
point
on the line, but wrong side of the big pole. So behind to Terry Nankervis, behind to Thomson. They go to 8-15-63. Trail North Geelong 10-12-72. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. Almost 19 minutes gone.
Kane Harrington from fullback for the Magpies. Wants to go as long as he can. Straight down the middle. Does so now. Rowe is the contact. A good punch on. Did well, Rowe. Now Scown got some support, but O'Connor gets in there. Needs to get it around. Can he handball it back? No, he can't before he's out of bounds. And it will be a boundary throw in. Centre wing on the outer side.
That was a good kick from Harrington. A good play from Rowe, wasn't it?
Yep. Tap it on. So a boundary throw in. Lawson to do the ruck work against Weiss, the 2 number 28s. Boundary umpire throws it in. Lawson in front, Weiss from behind, goes towards Barnett. Weiss got it back, but only as far as Nankervis gets it to Gardner. His handball to Harriet was pretty good. Now Harriet's kick has to be very good. He takes a bounce, then loses the footy. And Michael Rowe takes the ball instead at centre-half back and kicks it towards Zitko. And their good players are coming to the top 2 now, North Geelong. Zitko on centre wing, right foot kick towards half forward, lead on by Paul Smith. Oh, it's pretty good now. At half forward, Paul Smith, lead on from Greed, goes in that direction, 1 out. Greed from behind, does very nicely. Thought about playing on too.
That should have been a punch again.
But has taken the mark.
Drop short.
And will shoot for goal from 30 metres out directly in front. So Troy Greed has kicked 1 goal. is for number 2.
The umpires just don't watch the game, do they? Thomson player was just knocked flat on his back on the ground in full view of an umpire, and he didn't turn the free kick over.
I saw it too. It was
Just absolutely.
So Troy Greed. And with 20 and a half minutes gone, 10 points. If he can kick this, it'll be 16 points the difference. He comes in, 30 metres out, directly in front. Troy Greed for his second goal.
It's wobbly.
Oh, touched through for one behind. So they got a 10-13, 73 North Geelong.
He wouldn't be happy with that kick, I don't think.
Thomson 8-14, 62. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 21 minutes played.
So now Armstrong now goes for the big torpedo. Doesn't get it too well, but it's going to land in the middle. Ball lands on the ground, bounces back towards the North Geelong goal a little. Stolen by O'Connor, follows up with a handball, gets it back himself, kicks the centre half forward. And in front, ball eludes all players, comes back, picked up by Friars, out to Elzinger. Elzinger has a bounce and a kick. Zitko takes the mark, thought about the handball, but goes back, and he's had a very good second half, Mario Zitko, as he's taken the mark on centre wing. Looks for a lead, cross the ground. Looks to be Michael Rowe, takes the mark, takes off. He's kicked the ball,
shut the gate.
I reckon that might be the ball game for North Geelong, as Michael Rowe has kicked the goal. That's his third, and the 11th for the North Geelong team. 11-13-79. They lead Thomson 8-15-63. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
Well. That was a beautiful goal, wasn't it? He's played a magnificent game of football. Fair income. What's he doing next tonight? Can we get him up to MCG or tell us where we're going to go? Boy, oh boy. I've seen him play before. He was a good boy then.
Well, I mean, it's 2 years since we've seen him, Laurie, but he hasn't lost any of the skill that he left here with.
Oh, well, he takes a risk. He runs with the ball, he runs through the lines and...
Back to the middle. Lawson got it down to Gardner. Handball towards O'Connor. Gives it back to Gardner. Loses it though. O'Connor's there. Kicks off the right foot towards half forward. Forbes and Anderton there. Elzinger through. Straight at him. Met hard. Riley comes through. Handball over the top to Lowther. Kick over the shoulder towards full forward. 2-on-1. Panther off hands. Coming back Barnett. Hood's there. Tried to get it away by hand. Can't do so. Panthers over the top. Free kick. Is it? And it's going to North Geelong. And it will be Chris Friars with it, and he goes out wide, and they've got numbers, and it's Scown. He handballs it to Rowe at half back, drills it back towards the middle of the ground, looking for Weiss. The big man stands his ground and takes the mark. And handballs it off to Cranage, who runs past, runs through the middle now with a right foot kick towards towards the full forward. Greed goes up, can't take the mark off hands. Dowie at the back for Thomson, chips over the top towards Harriet. He takes the mark, got to move it at all costs now. He turns around, chips it towards Gardner. Weiss comes at him though. Now coming at it, Rowe as well, runs the other way, gets away, handball towards half forward. Coming at it, Greg, through the middle, Riley, handball to Stolk, on defensive 50, gets it by hand to Baxter, sees somebody in the middle, it's O'Connor, he takes the mark, he's got Armstrong running past, he turns the other way, goes with the right foot kick towards half forward, Forbes from behind, tries to get in front, can't do so, Lowther now, tries to right a couple of bumps, he can't do so. It's held to him, said the umpire, and we'll have a ball up at centre half forward for Thomson.
Brent Fisher, I think might have thought that was a free kick to North Geelong.
The time's ticking on now, though.
So a ball up centre half forward. Weiss gets it down to Gardner. Tries to ride the bump and get the kick away. Can't do so effectively. Hood's there. He gets a kick towards full forward. 2-on-2. They go up. It's off hands at the back of the pack. North Geelong, will they see it through?
Yes.
For a rush behind, they do. So they go to 8-15-63 Thomson.
16.
Sorry, 8-16 it is. 8-16-64. North Geelong 11-13-79. And that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 24 and a half minutes played.
Well, I was about to say Harrington wouldn't go short, but he did. And there's Scown in the back pocket. Now they're playing just possession football because Scown has found Elzinger. Half-back flank. He goes longer to centre wing. One-on-one out there, Rowe. And he's given a free kick away to Stock on that occasion. And I guess the old head prevailed there because Jason Stock uses his experience and has got the free kick. Back to centre half forward for Thomson. Big pack of players there. Punched away there for North Geelong, but by Pocklington. Out wide, Scown once again. On his own, away he goes. Kicks it low looking for the lead there of Flack. Flack leads in the race for the ball, and gee, he and Baxter have had a great battle there. I think perhaps Flackie's got back on top since quarter time.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, Eric. He's worked his way back into the game.
And off his hands.
He's looked dangerous all the time.
Oh, yes, he's got just great ball skills, Simon Flack, as the ball comes back in on centre wing once again. Lawson, tap forward for Thomson, tap further forward by Baxter, but first man to the footy was Rowe for North Geelong. Picks it up, as he's doing so, runs over the boundary line. So it's out of bounds. 25 and a half minutes gone, final quarter. Only time on to go. So looking reasonably safe at this moment for North Geelong as the ball comes in once again. In front, Lawson. No free kick. Umpire says play on. Ball on the ground. Players unable to pick it up. Finally comes out to Stock. A kick towards half forward. Anderton outgunned there by Elzinger on this occasion. Kicks long for North Geelong to half forward. Oh, coming forward, Smith diving forward as he hit the ground, dropped the mark, picked up by Riley. Handball looking for Roberts. Handball out wider, looking for Baxter. Goes across the ground, looking for McLeod to left to take the mark. Does so, but he's only gone across the ground. Terrible kick from McLeod, straight into the arms of Weiss at centre wing. Never stopped trying all day, Jamie Weiss. Done a terrific job, and he finds Zitko. Zitko, player loose in the middle of the ground. Can't take the mark, however. That was there. Kennedy. Picked up by Flack, a little chip around the corner to Scown. He's running into an open goal, and he's barrelled it. That's the ball game. No doubt about that. As the Thomson players are concerning themselves about something back there, but the goal has gone to Brad Scown. It's gone to North Geelong. They've kicked their 12th. 12, 13, 85 North Geelong. They lead Thomson 8-16, 64. Buckley's Entertainment final centre scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
I think they were appealing for touched off the boot.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, you can peel all day for touch.
I was going to say, but Jason. It wasn't.
Well, not unless the field umpire sees it and signals it.
But North Geelong were forcing Thomson wide all the time there, weren't they? They couldn't come forward, and that was good play. And Thomson just lost their momentum at the moment.
So back to the middle, Weiss and Lawson. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Weiss, easily as you like, does well, but rode by Stokes. Had a good final term. Elzinger does well, takes the mark at half back. We'll just hold things up from the Magpies. Can chip the ball, but he goes further, looking for Weiss, up against Gardner. Weiss does well. So on centre wing, chips it back towards Cranage. He takes the mark and plays on now, looking for somebody at half forward. Goes to Zitko. He's got a couple on him though, and Armstrong is one of them. He takes the mark at half back for Thomson. So he goes with a right foot kick towards half forward. Marcus Forbes to go up in front, takes a good mark up against Harrington. He goes with a left foot kick, tries to drill it towards half forward, the lead of Lowther. Elzinger at the front of the pack, close to the boundary line, just wants the boundary line. Or Ferguson as a teammate. He gets the ball somehow from Harrington. McLeod overruns it, coming at it Ferguson, a little toe poke. Marnie to come at it as well. O'Connor to come the other way. Does very well, Dan O'Connor. Right foot kick towards Lowther, and also over the back. Great mark. And that was from Pocklington, I think.
Yeah, it is Pocklington.
So Pocklington takes the mark at half back, goes out wide looking for Rowe. Must have a disease, I think, Michael Rowe. Nobody wants to go near him. And he runs away on centre wing, little left foot kick to Marnie. Takes the mark. So Stuart Marnie just holding play up, wants somebody to lead back towards half back. O'Connor, it's over his head. Smith to run onto it. Pushed over by Roberts, past Zitko. Armstrong gives it away to Dowie. He can go further afield to Stolk on centre wing by himself. Can draw a player if he wants. He just holds it up, kick around the corner towards McLeod to run onto it. Does so. Can he get away from Kennedy? He's run a long way. He's in trouble now. He runs into Elzinger and he's dropped the footy. He got the footy away in the end.
Umpire.
Cranage, handball back to Kennedy across half back. His handball to Weiss, going to be under pressure from Gardner. Gets it away to Kennedy, taps it on towards Barnett. It's over his head, coming through though Bowman. His handball chopped off as well. Through the middle, Hood, Cranage through the middle as well. Wrapped up, umpire says play on, ball in dispute. Now the pack develops and the umpire will ball it up in the middle of the ground.
That bit of strength's handy sometimes, isn't
it? Oh, yes. He stood well in the tackle there, Cranage, didn't he?
Oh, we saw him first last year and he's a handy player.
So ball up in the middle of the ground, Lawson and Weiss. Weiss gets it down, Nankervis on the left boot, just up high, nobody in particular there. Elzinger to run onto it, misses it, Anderton, and also O'Connor. Anderton handballs back to Stolk. Now we can go along with the right foot kick towards half forward on a lead. Lowther. He's taken the mark at centre half forward.
Got to kick. Sorry, Eric.
There, right, lost.
50 metres out from goal.
Got to kick this.
Too little, too late. 30 minutes gone.
Yeah.
So Shane Lowther directly in front. He's kicked 1 goal 1 this afternoon. He comes in. Good kick for distance. Harrington tries to see it through. He does. 3 for 1 behind. So go 8 to 8-17-65 Thomson. But they trail North Geelong 12-13-85. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 30.5 minutes played.
Melbourne have won at the MCG. I'll give you the score later.
So Harrington kicks in. Goes out looking for Fisher. Stands his ground at half back and takes the mark. Chips the ball over the top towards centre wing. Falls through the arms of Bowman on centre wing, but he's good enough to get it away to Rowe. He can get around Harriet. He handballs underneath to Greg. Gives it back to Rowe. They're moving it beautifully now. Through to half forward. He just chips the ball up for Zitko and also Greed. Punched away at the back by Armstrong. Now Lawson gives it away to Baxter. He picks it up at half back. Goes out wide looking for Forbes. Not many next to him, so he can go. Forbes now on half forward. Goes with a long left foot kick towards the goal square. Feldman behind. Also Acoli's there. And it's over their head, in fact, in the end, and out of bounds in the right forward pocket for a boundary throw in.
They haven't got the poise now, Laurie, that they had early in the game, Thomson. They're under pressure. The handballs are going astray. The kicks are going astray. And it's just been a complete turnaround in the game.
Yeah, it is, Eric. Their attitude, football attitude's just gone right off.
So
they're going to the wrong spots for the footy.
So the ball about to be thrown in, deep in the forward pocket for Thomson. 31, almost 32 minutes gone. Siren shouldn't be too far away as the umpire puts the ball in the air once again. Up high, Brett Fisher, and there is the siren. It's all over here at Godfrey Street, and the visitors, North Geelong. 12 goals, 13-85 have defeated the home side, Thomson, 8-17-65.
And that final term, 4 goals, 2 to North Geelong, and Thomson managed 3 goals, 6. 20 points the margin at the final siren. 12-13-85 North Geelong. Thomson 8-17-65. The goal kickers for North Geelong, 3 each to Mario Zitko and Michael Rowe, 2 each to Brad Scown and Paul Smith, singles to Troy Greed and Chris Barnett, while for Thomson, 2 each to Troy Feldman, Tim Gardner and Marcus Forbes, singles to Shane Lowther and to Josh Acoli. But it's been 20 points of difference, with North Geelong making it 2 wins on the trot to start the GDFL 2004 season. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the final siren. Thanks to Exhaust Brothers, we will come. Thanks to Australian Treated Pine, we will come back and have a look at the wrap of the match. We'll have our Carrington Hotel Player of the Day, and we'll have some scores both from the AFL and the GDFL. All that and more on the other side of this break. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.